Welcome back to my time at Sandrock. We are going to go ahead and tackle Fang's quests in the DLC Chronicles. We got 2 to do here, the show and the getaway. So of course we're going to start with the show and see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. I saved the best till last because I've been really enjoying Fang stuff recently. So we're going to visit some memories of Fang, which is going to be depressing, I'm sure. Right, when he was 5 years old, Fang Shimayo received a raven's egg from his mother. His father took them to the town's photo studio to take a family portrait. Sanai hoped that her son could cultivate a sense of responsibility and learn the value of life through the process of hatching and caring for the raven chick. And young Fang did much better than she imagined. He loved this bird very much. When X was still an egg, Fang poured his naive and innocent feelings into it. But young Fang did not yet understand that not only are people different with varying personalities, but so too are animals. The plans he had drawn for himself and his would-be companion gradually fell apart after X hatched. He had imagined reading books with the bird quietly resting on his shoulder, but the fledgling X tore his fairy tale books into shreds and spread them into a nest. Oh man. He wanted to pick wild fruits with the bird, but X would eat all the berries in his basket. When he wanted to sleep a little longer, X kept squawking until someone would come to his side. Fang was very frustrated and felt that X was not his friend. Oh, so he had a really hard time with Fang. This is really cool. We get to know more about, like, you know, how Fang bonded with the bird and, you know, how it was for him growing up. I didn't realize this bird was so old. It's been with him all this time. It's kind of crazy. How long do birds live? I don't even know. And not your friend? Why not? His mother asked. He doesn't listen to me, Fang replied. Sweetie, you have to be patient. X needs you. He just doesn't understand what you mean yet and doesn't know how to express himself. Sanai comforted her son. How about this? Shimayo, you can become X's little teacher. Me, train X. Can I do it? He asked. Of course, I believe in you, Shimayo. You can certainly do it. Sanai finished speaking and gently hugged her son. Early the next morning, Fang put the bird training gloves sewn by his mother on his right hand and packed the bird's favorite snacks in his waist bag. He opened X's cage. X jumped onto his glove, and Fang could feel X's claws tightly gripping his index and middle fingers, his eyes still mischievously staring at his young master. Sanai nodded approvingly at her son, indicating that he should continue. Fang understood, praised the bird like his mother did, and then fed it a snack. The first thing to do was teaching X to wait. Wait a minute, X. X's breakfast was placed in front of it. Wait a little longer. Fang gave the order tenderly, hoping to make the bird more obedient. X did wait. Okay, you can eat now. However, X seemed to not to understand, looking at Sanai, then Fang. You can eat, X. Go ahead and eat. After hearing this, X plunged his head into the food bowl. Oh, cute. So this is how he trained him. Under Fang's patient training, X made rapid progress. He learned many skills, such as playing dead, imitating the voices of Fang's parents, although his father didn't like it very much. Recognizing different symbols when Fang returned from playing outside, X would warmly greet him at the door. Of course, he also knows which books are Fang's precious fairy tales and cannot be easily torn apart. Wow, this is really long. There's like 4 or 5 more pages to this. I wonder what else we'll discover. I feel like sometimes these like little written pieces are longer than the quests themselves. It just kind of gives us a little bit more understanding of like where we're going with the quests. So I do like reading them. X, come on, bird. X, let's go out and talk. One day while his mother was taking a nap, Fang woke up X and let him out of the cage. Caw, what's wrong, dearie? Cooed the bird. Shh, be quiet. Ma is resting, Fang whispered. Fang skillfully led X to jump onto his shoulder and then quietly closed the cage door and walked into his mother's garden. The lilac flowers seemed to be enchanted, falling down to kiss the boy's cheeks. Ma's birthday is coming. Let's rehearse a show, okay? They did a show together. Oh, that's sweet. What? A show. We perform together for Ma to make her happy. Okay, on with the show. X, I feel like Ma hasn't been happy lately. Sometimes she sits all by herself sighing. I think she might be missing Pa. Pa's gone for a lot longer this time. I miss him a bit too. Eat with the bowl upright. Eat with the bowl upright. I guess that's the bird repeating. X's lively imitation made Fang burst into laughter. Caw, I know, alakazam, turn Pa back. Hey X, you're such a smart bird. That's it, let's do magic. Let's make Ma's worries disappear. Great, Shazam. I wish I had a bird like that. We'll practice well and give Ma a surprise. Since Pa's is not at home, I am the head of the family. A gentleman's word is as good as bond. X imitated his father's speech again. He loved to say idioms that Fang didn't understand, but Fang probably knew that it implied honesty and trustworthiness, so he nodded happily towards X. Ma, we've prepared a show for you. On Sanai's birthday, her beloved son and the naughty little bird accompanied her. She vaguely guessed that these two little rascals had been secretly planning something, but she didn't expect it to be a birthday present for herself. Caw, the grand finale. Okay, I'm ready. Great magician, please begin. Fang took out a small cape and put it on. Hello everyone, I am Magician Fang, and this is my assistant. Are you ready? Today we're going to perform magic to make Ma's worries disappear. That's so very endearing, isn't it sweet? So sweet. Ready? Poof, poof. X flew into Fang's side, flapping his wings. Sanai felt the scent of flowers. Fang took out a stick and imitated the appearance of a serious magician, waving it in the air. Collect the worries, X. Collect them all. Oh, that's so sweet and innocent. Oh. Fang stretched out his arm and X landed on his right hand. Now Ma's worries are all collected into X's magic wings. Wow, magic wings, Sanai couldn't help but exclaim softly. X, now let's make them all disappear. X spread his wings and hovered in the room. He made cawing sounds and finally hovered his way under the window. Raven's shadow, worries disappear. Fang took out a mirror hidden nearby, found the right angle and reflected golden sunlight onto X. Alakazam, worries disappear. In an instant, X's body was bathed in light. His black feathers seemed to have some mysterious alchemy, turning the sunlight into gold, blending into every flap of its wings. The golden, purple, blue, and black glosses were so dazzling that people couldn't move their eyes. In this beautiful moment, Sanai felt that Fang really had magic, and X really had a pair of magic wings. Oh, that was so wholesome. That was so sweet. I can't wait to see what Fang actually says about this whole thing, this like actual memory. I'm sure he'll tell us how he felt in those moments. That's a warm memory, which is really nice because I thought it was going to be like really depressing going into the memories of Fang, but it seems that they chose to, actually add some heartwarming, nice ones, which is really nice. Is really good. All right. Let's see what he says. I have questions for you.
What have you been doing lately? X has been saying how he misses you so.
He has? Oh, I'm supposed to talk to X. I didn't realize.
Photo.
That's right. I got the photo.
Find Fang. 1, 2, 3, and poof.
He's doing his magic already. I was already in the room with him, but all right.
Fang.
What's wrong, X?
Pick a card. Any card.
He's such a weird bird.
Are tricks from long ago? No, X. We're too old for such games.
Open sesame. Alakazam! I cast a spell on you. Open up.
Abracadabra. You have no power here. I break the spell. Be gone.
Fang is just like, doing it just to keep the bird quiet at this point. I don't think he really wants to partake.
He's too strong. Help!
You're beyond help. There's nothing I can do for you.
You're here too.
Why is that like red stuff on his face? Is that just like, he's not blushing, right? Is that just like some kind of graphical glitch? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gone. Houdini.
Oh, it's gone. That was very strange. Does he mean Houdini?
Come on, honey. You can do it. Bye-bye.
Was that his
The
magic
Raging
trip?
Shadow.
That was amazing.
When X was young, we made this together. He was smart. Learned quickly.
Honey, can you perform a trick for me? I would love to see that.
I haven't performed in a long time.
I wonder if he will.
Close your eyes.
He'll just make some like flowers appear. You close your eyes and feel a soft kiss from Fang. It makes you feel warm and comforted. Aww.
And open your eyes.
That was sweet.
Did you like my trick?
It was definitely magic. I loved your trick. What is over? Let's go with the middle one.
Your worries have disappeared.
They have indeed.
Thank you for coming, darling.
That was very adorable. All right, let's do the final one then. We only got one more to do, so we might as well conquer them all. The getaway. In the summer of '83, X briefly made a new friend at the Hesse Manor. Old George was the new gardener, and he also kept some bees in the garden. Old George was a bit deaf, and the servants in the manor were somewhat disdainful of him, but X's voice when talking to him was just right. The estate of Talon was quite large, but many people weren't clear about exactly how large it was. People outside jokingly referred to it as an endless labyrinth. More precisely, it consisted of a villa with 30 rooms. Holy hell, that is a lot. A garden with 100 kinds of plants, a small patch of dense forest, and a wetland area, so the gardener's job was not easy. There was no fence around the wetland, and there was a small wooden house for old George to live in, so he was considered half a gatekeeper. This is an extremely long piece of dialogue as well for this quest. It's so long. Fang's got so much detail in his quests. Birds, birds, go away. Don't startle my bees. My name is X. Ah, this bird can talk. I am X, pleased to meet you. Goodness, how does this little bird even talk like the master? He's my little bird. Old George turned around, and behind him stood a handsome young man. When the steward brought him in, he mentioned that there were 2 young masters living in the mansion, and one of them was a bit special. So it's the young master's bird. Little bird, you must be careful not to disturb these bees, or you'll get stung. X, let's go. It smells so good. Sweet fragrance. Old George had just harvested honey this morning and happened to be carrying a pot of tea. X, we should go back to the house. No, I don't want to go back. Young master, old George tentatively asked, if you don't mind, would you like to try some of the snacks I have here? You see, I have honey and hot tea. The old man took out a piece of dark bread, cut it into small pieces, and the bird eagerly hopped onto his shoulder, which made the old man laugh heartily. He fed the bird a piece and then cut a whole slice, spread honey on it, and handed it to Fang. Fang hesitated for a moment, but ended up eating it. How does it taste? It's somewhat familiar. Fang looked at the bread in his hand in astonishment. The taste of honey seemed like a key unlocking some dusty memories. Why not savor it a bit more? This is... Childhood scenes unfolded like a scroll in his mind, and the brush strokes in his mind began to paint colours. Purple petals, tender yellow stamens, emerald green skirts. It was his mother, in the lilac garden. Lilac flowers, it was her favourite flower. Yes, indeed. Look, they're right there. These bees collect pollens from them, so the honey has the scent of lilac flowers. Ah, this is a nice little memory. So Fang just like had this random conversation with this old gardener, and it just sort of brought up some memories of his mum. That's really sweet. Ah, it hurts, X suddenly shouted. Oh dear, little bird, you must be careful. Don't make big movements near the bees. They'll get startled and sting you. I know. In the winter of 83, the mistress of the mansion had a grand birthday banquet for herself. It was said that there were over 70 guests in attendance. And I guess this just goes to show, like, how rich they were as well, right? Because apparently Fang was part royalty or something. Carriages, motor cars, and various vehicles surrounded the main house of the estate in circles, even crushing the plants in the garden, including the lilacs planted by old George. A string quartet played continuously in the banquet hall, and the kitchen roasted 20 turkeys that night. Holy hell. Politicians boasted of their experiences in the army when they were young, and merchants showed off their rare treasures to the hostess. It was very indulgent and extravagant. Magic, magic, X can perform magic. What? Fang covered the door slit and looked at X puzzledly. Birthday, performing a show. X, we can't go out. He said before that when there are outsiders, we can only stay here. Perform, drive away worries. No, X, don't make trouble, let's rest. Fang climbs onto the bed, and while the banquet was still going on, he fell asleep. But in the middle of the night, he was awakened by X's cries, not just cawing, but also women's screams. What? Quick, catch that bird for me. What's happening? Fang rushed to the mistress's room and saw a group of servants surrounding X. Oh, I guess he got into trouble. X is performing a show. It stole my ring. This thieving bird flew in and stole my diamond ring. No, it's not like that. X isn't a thief. He wouldn't steal. Who let you in? Quick, get this guy away for me. Hurry, why are you still standing there? Catch the bird and throw it into the cage. It's lawless here without the master. Oh, you got like misunderstood. Fang wanted to explain. He wanted to explain that X just wanted to perform a show, a magic trick that could make all worries disappear, but the strong bodyguards grabbed him and, like handling a small animal, dragged him away from the master's bedroom. All the words seemed like a soaked sponge stuck in his throat. The more he tried to spit them out, the harder it became to breathe. X. Since then, X was not allowed to fly freely in the manor. Even though they soon after found the ring in their bedroom, X had to stay in the cage all the time. Aww. And we got like punished for it. Master, where's your little bird? Old George gradually saw less of Fang in the garden, and Fang didn't respond to him either. Oh, this. Old George fumbled. Master, X used to love eating my dark bread. If you don't mind, take some for him. Fang shook his head. The boy was getting thinner and thinner, and his eyes were becoming more and more indifferent. Oh no. Poor little guy. I guess he was just like lost without his bird. Just take it. Old man wrapped the bread in a handkerchief and handed it to Fang. Master, I won't be working in the estate anymore. The steward told me that the madam doesn't want me anymore. Master, take care of yourself from now on. What happened? He got fired? The gardener got fired? That just kind of happened abruptly, I have to say. After a few days, old George left the estate. After he left, those bees also disappeared, never to be seen again. 5 years later, in the summer, Fang decided to try again, to escape from the estate. At 3 a.m, he lowered a rope made out of bed sheets from the window. They had to be very quiet and careful because of his half-brother, Tusk, lived downstairs. His brother's called Tusk and he's called Fang. Their naming sense. When Fang slowly descended outside Tusk's bedroom window, he stopped in a cold sweat. His brother was standing on the other side of the glass window, staring straight at him. Oh no. He pleaded with the heavens, convincing himself that Tusk was sleepwalking. But Tusk wasn't sleepwalking. The stained glass window cut geometric patterns on his face, and Fang even felt that he was smiling at himself. He was terrified, keeping an eye on his feet while descending rapidly. When Fang and X ran onto the lawn in the garden, shouts came from inside the house. Ma! Ma! The lights in several rooms turned on. Fang has escaped again. He even pushed me. Ah! My hand hurts. Oh man. He lied. Oh no. The hunting dogs were also awakened. Is this how he got bit by the dogs? I don't know if this is the same instance. Run, run! X shouted at Fang, who quickly got up and ran towards one side of the estate. They couldn't use the main gate. The iron fence of the main gate was very tall and already rusty. If they climbed halfway, they would be pulled down by the servants. As planned, they ran towards the wetland deep in the estate. The barking of the hunting dogs grew closer. They made their way through the wetland, one step at a time. Fang was cold and hungry. Soon, they found an abandoned small wooden wardrobe. It was old George's. Caw! What's wrong, X? Fang heard it too, a sound more distinct than the buzzing of mosquitoes, coming from the fallen wardrobe. Fang approached gently and opened the wardrobe door. It was the bees. Old George's bees. They had never left. Fang dipped his hand and tasted some honey. Still, the familiar scent of lilac. X, I have a plan. What? Trust me, if we do this, we might be able to escape. Did he use the bees to like his advantage or something? X flapped his wings, making a buzzing sound. The bees were also agitated and became restless. More and more bees followed X, swirling around him in the area, as if trying to catch up with him. X flew out with a swish. The sound of the hunting dogs not far away could be heard, quickly turning from angry barks to painful cries as if begging for mercy from their owner. Where did these bees come from? Quick, get back with the dogs. They've all been stung. Chase after them when it's daylight. That's how he got away. X returned to the wooden wardrobe and found Fang. They crossed the wetland under the moonlight. They escaped from there forever. Oh wow, okay. I do think that you can get so many more details from reading these storylines, though. It's actually pretty interesting. They are quite long, but I do think it's interesting and it gives way more context into, you know, the characters' memories than the actual quest itself does. The quest itself is kind of vague, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's just how it goes, I suppose. Go to Mort's house. Oh, okay. That's a little unexpected, but we will go and visit Mort and see what is going on over here. Let's check it out. In we go. I'm ready to face more of Fang's memories.
Same as usual, Fang?
Oh, Fang's here too.
Yes. Please.
Wow, Fang's actually having tea with Mort. He didn't reject him. That's surprising. It looks so cozy here.
Today's tea is delicious.
I'm glad you noticed. I bought honey from the mysterious man. He said it does all sorts of extracts from flowers. Drink up, young man.
You are here too.
Ah, what a pleasure. Come and drink tea with us.
Mort and I are having tea. You should try.
It's really nice to see Fang actually interacting with some townspeople, actually having the tea with Mort that Mort asked him to do like multiple times. He used to always reject him. It's good that he's not this time. That's great. Very cozy. It's very sweet. Wow, I don't know what just happened, but my PC just decided to take off like a jet engine. Is this quest like taking up all my CPU? I've never heard it get that loud before. Holy hell. I have no idea. Alright, let's just keep going.
I remember this.
Before my PC blows up.
I only have this one there. This is someone I care about. The gardener, George.
What should I say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up this painful memory. Do you still have contact with George? Do you have any of the photos? Yeah, I would like to know if he actually has contact with George anymore. That would be quite interesting to know. It did seem like he got on with George and, you know, he seemed to have a nice relationship with the guy.
No.
No? Aw. I guess he just disappeared after he, you know, got fired.
He had to leave. Probably because of me.
Because of you?
I don't know where he went. In those days, X and I were frightened. When we left, we were worried we would be taken back. We didn't have time to find him.
What should I say? We can go through every dialogue option, which is really nice. Let's say, I didn't mean to bring up a painful memory.
It's okay. Before, seeing a photograph like this would make me feel uncomfortable. But today...
He's been accepting, you know, all these terrible things that happened to him. It's kind of crazy to think that he actually had to run away from where he was living. That's really sad.
I feel nothing. It is a fond memory now.
Oh, that's good.
You have helped me. I have become more comfortable.
Awesome. I actually helped him to progress, and that makes me feel good. Do you have any other photos?
Perhaps. I lived there for many years.
Yeah, makes sense.
But in those photos, I felt like a marionette. Smile while standing next to him.
I see. So he was just doing what he was told. He felt like he was being, you know, told what to do, like he was a puppet for somebody to just do their bidding, I suppose.
When we escaped, I took this one. I wished to rid myself of the memories. But this, I wanted to keep.
It's a nice memory to have of George.
Photographs are moments in time. Memories can be created. That is what we are doing now. I know now what life means to me. But this feeling cannot truly be captured in a photograph.
No, it can't. The feeling of love is something that cannot be captured in a photo.
Every time I hold you, I never want to let go.
Aww, hug me again. Do you think you will?
Of course.
Aw, we get double hugs. Hugs are great. Hugs are the best.
Darling, next time we go out, let's take more photos. I like looking at our life. Now you can do what you need to. I am sure you're busy. I'll see you later.
And that was the last quest. I don't think we got any more DLC quests, but that was really sweet. Shall we take a photo? Just because? Just to kind of, you know, go with the theme. Number 7. I wish I had more where there were like, you know, where he's got his arm around her or something. Like this is the only one. Just this one. It's cute, but I don't know. I just wish there was a little more. That was cute. Cute little photo though. Very adorable. And I guess that's it for all of the DLC quests. We've done every single one. So that was really cool. In the next episode, I am thinking we will do some marriages or something. I'm not really sure what else I can do with this save file anymore. I am a little bit stuck, unfortunately. So yeah, we are most likely going to have a hot break episode where I'm going to choose one person and then I'm going to break up with every other person just to see what happens when you break up with characters, because I have not experienced that, and I think it will be quite interesting to see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to say a big thank you to all of my Patreons and to those who have signed up for a membership. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you are interested in supporting the channel, there will be links in the description box as always. So I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Bye bye.